Liam Silke, we're coming into an All-Ireland final against Kilcoo. What's the buzz like in the local area? Is everyone hopping and trotting?
I think so, yeah. It probably takes away from it a bit that we're kind of getting used to this type of occasion. But again, at the same time, look, there's flags up everywhere. Everyone is talking about the game and everyone's just looking forward to the occasion.
And I presume you're a very tight-knit bunch. Do you try and block out all the chatter, or do you embrace it?
I think, yeah, you're better off trying to stay away from it for now. Maybe after the game, then you can embrace it. Or if we lose, you might want to stay away from it then as well. But yeah, I think down through the years, it's been shown that you're better off just trying to stay away from it and trying to focus on what you need to do as a team.
Like, you're so used to big occasions, whether it's Connacht finals, All Ireland finals. Like, my guess would be that talk of three in a row, it doesn't actually take a funk out of you.
Look, you see it in the media and that, but it's not being talked about within the group. We know better than that. I think that you just need to focus on the next 60 minutes ahead of you, because if you don't, then there will be no talk. It'll all be over and you'll have lost the game, and that's the end of the season. So I think it's definitely just pretty much focus on the next game, and obviously the next one is the big one.
Yeah, because no team has done that three in a row. Is that something that you think it would be a really nice thing to be able to say that you did manage to do?
Yeah, look, obviously you're trying to get me to talk about it while I'm saying I'm trying not to talk about it. But yeah, look, it's all going to be after the day. There's no point talking about it before you've achieved it, and we still have a massive 60 minutes, so we've very tough opponent in Kilcoo ahead of us, so there's really no point talking about it before you do it, I think.
Okay. What about Kilcoo, though? Because watching them against Ballybodin, I was thinking, geez, it's a great brand of football that they're playing there. You're known for your great brand of football. Do you think this could be like one of those sort of pure footballing finals?
Yeah, look, as you said, from watching them, they kick the ball in, the runners coming off the shoulder, pretty similar to us. So hopefully it's an open game that's very enjoyable for everyone watching. And I suppose it is set up to be that way when we're both playing pretty similarly. So I think we just both of us need to go out and try and play.
How did that Nemo game go for you? I mean, you won by 6 points for a finish. Got a great start. It felt like you were always in control.
Yeah, I think the goal with basically our first play of the game was massive for us. It really settled us and it threw them off a bit because they struggled to get a foothold for 20 minutes or so. So I think, just once we had that gap at the goal, we never really let go of it, and we were just able to handle the game well for the rest of the match.
Have you had much turnover in players, even in terms of, you go back to the first All Ireland that this group would have won, which was 2015, if I remember correctly, under Stephen Ratchford. Have you had much turnover in the team that time?
Surprisingly, we've kept the core of the team. 5 years? Probably not many clubs would be able to say that. But it's just that great core of players that we have. They're so committed and so skillful and such intelligent players that I suppose that's the reason we have been so successful, that we've kept them. But then again, you always need fresh players coming in. I remember in 2015, Dylan Wall came on that final, and now he's become an integral part of the team. So every year there has been one or two players coming up from the teams below, the likes of Conor Newell and Darren, my brother. They'd be the kind of players who are on the fringes now, and you can just see in 5 years' time them being a central part of the team. So it is really important to keep that bit of turnover where you have a few players coming in and a few players going out, and as long we've been lucky that they have been top quality county underage players that have been coming through.
And you've huge kind of age range within the team. Obviously, everyone knows about Kieran Fitzgerald. I think he just turned 39, I think. And and you've a couple of guys that are probably just out of minor, I suppose, involved or coming on. Like, that's a massive age range.
Yeah, but that's just the beauty of a club team, I suppose, that you have people just starting off their careers, and then the likes of Kieran Fitzgerald, who in the last few years probably of his career. So
you probably won an All-Star before some of the panellists were born.
Definitely 2001. I don't know. There is a few players there who are just out of minor this year, the likes Colin Kelly and Maddie, and there's Rob Carr, the goalkeeper, as well. So yeah, it's crazy for him, I suppose, to be looking at these players coming through, and the fact he's still there is just saying so much about his accomplishments, that he's still there at that age and still performing.
What sort of characters do you have within the group? I suppose you have a few funny men and a few serious lads, all that kind of. Is there anyone that stands out as a good character or leader in the dressing room?
Well, obviously you have the more experienced players who are the characters, the likes of Kieran Fitzgerald and Gary Slice. They'd always be speaking for the game and getting people in the right frame of mind. But then you have the likes of Conor Newell, who'd be a bit of a joker, and Mio Lundy is a bit of a joker as well. So it's important that you have the mix and you have the bit of crack in the dressing room. It's good to have those type of players around.
And what do you think it would mean to the parish to do this again?
Look, from doing it previously, we know exactly how much it means to the parish. You see all the people who come out week in, week out supporting us, and they'll all be coming up again on Sunday to support us. So it's massive. It's the whole parish revolves around it really when we're being this successful, and it's huge.
Why do you think it's kind of been the case that last number of years in Galway you have tight games or you're taken to replays like Mount Bellew and this year Tuam Stars, and then as you go along, get to All Ireland finals, you're picking up so much speed as the season goes on. Why do you think that happens?
Look, it's just momentum, I suppose. Once we get out of the county, we see what's ahead of us and see where we can go and what we can achieve. But while you're in the county, you don't be looking that far ahead. So I think, then again, like the teams in Galway are really putting it up to us, and that's bringing us on as a team. And with those sort of performances being put down, we get more confidence, and we just see that how hard it can be for teams to beat us. But again, when you're drawing games, you need to know that you need to be at your best, or else you're going to get caught out along the way.
Thanks very much, Liam. Best of luck.
No bother. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Our Game. Don't forget to like and share the videos, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe.